Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is the police officer from G.I. Joe Classified Series Emergency Services Unit. Comes with a boatload of accessories. We were super excited to get that firefighter there, and I'm even more excited to get this police emergency services guy. Let's take him out of the box and take a closer look. All right, here is the G.I. Joe police officer, and I got a couple of things to say before we really get into the review. I was a little disappointed about how this figure was released because, you know, it was back in the 70s they stopped making the military action figures and went more for the regular adventure team and stuff like that. So when they were going to bring out these Legacy Series characters and had this one as a police officer that was kind of revealed secretly and then didn't get a proper release, it's just very interesting to me that it was silence until it got pre-orders on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store, then all of a sudden went up for sale yesterday on Amazon, and currently it's not available, so it is kind of sold out there. And I think that says a lot for how much people wanted a figure like this, and I think that they should have just released it in Yojo June like they had intended. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about the figure for a little bit. It's got pretty much the same articulation that you would get. Let's look at the equipment. So you got one handcuff case on the back where the handcuffs are folded in. Obviously, they couldn't fold these handcuffs, so they just did it like this. But this thing is pretty flimsy, so you got to be careful, especially over a carpet that might be gray or similar kind of colors, because it took me a while to find that one after it fell out. You got the side handle baton that has this ring. That's the PR24. You got this little pouch on the side, which looks pretty cool. Then you got this holster on the side. The problem with the holster, to me, is it's got basically the way I have it set up is I have it set up with the taser and not the pistol. Now the pistol will fit in there. The problem is with this holster up here on the vest, the pistol fits in there, but this flare gun doesn't really fit in there, and the taser doesn't necessarily fit in there very well. So this holster is kind of really designed to be the gun. What I would have liked to have is the gun on the holster right here where the PR24 is. This is kind of what I'm talking about with the holster. I would have liked the holster to be mounted right up here on the belt and stuff like that. I think that looks way better. I get this like leg holster and stuff like that for an ESU type officer, but I think it would have been better up here. And then maybe had this piece right here, this vest attachment, maybe for the taser, or put the taser across the front of the belt here. Now I know they have this ring here where you would normally put like keys or something else, which is fine. You got that radio on the front with the little strap and the walkie. You got that nice badge right here, and you got this. So some of the equipment to me is misaligned. Maybe a different kind of rifle would have been better. I don't know. That one seems like too big for the city. I do like the coffee cup. So there is the coffee cup, and it says Joe on it. So that is kind of cool. Now I heard some people saying like maybe a donut or something like that would have been good. But anyways, this hat looks pretty nice. I call this like a bus driver hat, but we do know that those hats are around. You got a helmet right here, which is pretty cool. Goes on there, and then this shield goes up and down, which is kind of nice. Now mine did get stuck under this brim, so I had to like push this brim in to get the shield to like fold up. But what I do is I take off the head, put the helmet on, and then I can pull the strap down around the chin. The other cool thing that it has is it comes with this tactical shield, and it comes with this rain thing, which is, I don't know, I don't think I'm ever going to use that. So he's got this undershirt right here with the writing on it. Over here it says police. He's got kind of a patch, Delhi Hill, wherever that is, and then you got the badge right there. Overall, I'm kind of excited to get this figure. I wish that the pants were more like these pants, where they didn't have like the knee pads and maybe didn't have the boots, but maybe had like pants with like a shoe or something like that. I would have liked that better. But anyways, overall, I think that it's got the good articulation that most of the Joes have. It felt really sturdy, didn't look like it was going to fall apart. The one complaint I do have is about this stream light or flashlight that he has right here. Now it is on the holster, but you can't really take it off. It's just permanently in there. Now I think with everything else that kind of comes out, except for these handcuffs, this flashlight 100% could have been like a removable flashlight, and that would have been pretty cool to have him be able to like hold that flashlight up at eye level while he was standing off with his pistol. So the way the head swap works is when you grab the head, it basically pulls out the neck. I did try to get the neck away from the head, but it was a little bit harder than I wanted it to be, so I didn't really mess with it too much. I do appreciate both of the head sculpts. I think they look awesome. The thing is, with the two head sculpts and the multiple options that you got with the hat and the helmet and all that kind of stuff, you can definitely have multiples of this figure and have an actual police force. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I really appreciate it. And as always, have a fantastic day.